Hello, potassium people. Welcome back to another episode of Banana Bites. Today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about burnout. So, I've noticed over the last year, 2 years or so, there have been a lot of people on the internet, in my personal life, and just from the people I've talked with in my day-to-day, just like going throughout life, that have faced burnout in some form. But it seems to be extremely prevalent nowadays. So I think what used to happen is people would just give up on dreams, and that would basically be the burnout. They would just stop caring. They would go forward, they'd go to their jobs, they do their day-to-day, the normal stuff every single day, and that's pretty much it. Nowadays, burnout is like you hit a brick wall. There's not really anything to continue doing with this kind of burnout. It's just when you are in a creative mindset, when you're trying to make something interesting, you all of a sudden are just smacked against that wall, and you can't do anything about it. You can't just muster up creativity, you know? And obviously there's still the cases where people become just drones, right? They continue to go to work, they continue to just barely go through the motions, etc., etc. But what does one do to handle burnout? And something I personally am dealing with in a way, like with these videos, it's been a fun creative endeavor, especially like the first videos. I was trying out different things. I was just doing it to have fun, right? Obviously, I want the strangesecondbanana and TF2. Valve, if you would add that, that'd be awesome. But there comes a point where, like, I see the same comments over and over. People like, he has getting potassium poisoning. One thing I will say, there's someone that's been commenting potassium poisoning on these videos for the last 2-3 months. Awesome. I love that. Okay. You know who you are. But it becomes difficult when I see like other people being like, oh, this guy's gonna die from radiation poisoning, and it's like a different person every time. It's like, man, do people watch these? Do people like sit down and actually watch these? It's okay if you don't. I'm not complaining about that. It's just kind of like, the thing I am complaining about is burnout of like reading comments or coming up with new ideas. It's like, where do I go? The goal is set. The direction is clear. I have to just keep moving towards it. But I'm missing something. I'm missing some like creativity, some spark I had originally. And normally what I would do is in a project, after I'm officially done with it, after I'm like, well, I had my fun. I was able to try something. I was able to push past something to learn something. I'm going to move on to something better, is how I typically do that. But when it comes to life, when do you know when to just move on? You know? When can you move on? I don't think I'm going to stop making these. I've said this in the past. I think these are just a great little journal at this point. It used to be just funny business, and sometimes that still happens. But for the most part, it's just like a journal. It's just like me talking about banana things, life things, etc. They go hand in hand. You eat a banana, you live longer. Crazy how that works. But, what happens when Valve does add the strangesecondbanana? Or what if Valve officially says, hey, we're not touching the game ever again? At that point, the goal's done. The only other thing that this channel would be used for is reaching Hail Zone in real life. I think that's the end goal. I think that's... If I reach Hail Zone and they haven't added it yet, I think that's about it. I think that'll be the end. And that's okay. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. I just hope that, having clear end in sight will help with burnout, but also I might try some different things. We'll see. We'll see. Doing something like this every day is it's fine, you know, but some days I do dread putting on the mask, the shades, and then I have to take it all off, go to work, do whatever. It's been a bit of a aimless rant, but I guess with other people, when they have burnout, it kind of is aimless. You know, what are you supposed to do? You clearly want to do something, otherwise you would give up in the very physical sense. But you clearly don't want to keep doing the thing you're doing. So, anyways, I'm gonna eat the banana now. If you have any ideas as to how you deal with burnout or you've seen other people deal with it, please let me know. I'm curious. And I'll say this today and I'll probably say it tomorrow. I'm sorry for not reading the comments like I used to. I will get back to it. I have something planned for it. It's just, you know, in my life right now, things are hectic, to say the least. And it's difficult to try and navigate everything that's being thrown at me. Thankfully, I'm in a good spot. Nothing super dangerous is going to happen in my life, right? But it's to a point where I'm kind of wondering where I'm going to end up in the next year. And I've wondered this several times in life, but anyways, that's for another time. I hope you're doing well, Potassium people. This looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Look at that. Gorgeous. No, that's good. That's good. Speaking of burnout, I feel bad for the people who've stuck with this. Like, commenting, watching, etc. And I just haven't been able to put the same energy into responding that they put into, like, leaving a comment. And I really do appreciate that. I really do. Really do. When I see someone comment, when I'm more fully there, I'll say, I appreciate it. I really do. As a banana. Mm. You know, even on the days where I don't want to turn the camera on and do this, as soon as I eat the banana, my day just seems a little better. A little more yellow. Well, that's going to be it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.